Okay, so it has now started recording. Anybody wants to say anything is very welcome to, but it will be recorded and probably put on YouTube. Just for a moment. I don't want to stifle our free conversation, so it won't take too long, ladies. Anyway, there's the, yes, I'm making it so that you can't be seen behind the candlestick there. It's too thick for your head. We're now in the Restauratsia Antichna in Bochnia. Back here after the year ago, I did, well, 3 Bochnia films last year. I'm only going to do 1 this year probably. But it's a different hotel. It's called Hotel Millennium. And this is the menu, which is fantastic. It's Antichna Restaurant, which means antique restaurant. And there's all these antique paintings around, which is very charming. And I'm sitting here, as you can see, next to the clock. And I chose this position out of the 4 positions around this table because I thought it would make me look like Leonardo DiCaprio. So anyway, here we go with Restauratsia Antichna. Antique restaurant, not antiques restaurant, even though I'm doing plenty of antiques here. I just thought we'd have a quick look through the menu because it's very interesting what they've actually got on offer. Millennium cutlet with well, it's called a loin roast with garlic coated in breadcrumbs and fried. There's lots of other things, which is Meidel fried. This is 2 slices of beef fried according guest opinion, which is good. And here we have an amazing thing. We have beef cuts in cubes. This is called the Rogal Bocheński Mięsny. This is beef cuts in cubes, fried in stew in dark sauce, served in bread croissant. This is fried broccoli, carrot, cauliflower, onion, champignon with Cree. I always like it when they give me things that I've never had before or even heard of before. I don't know what Cree is. Served in bread croissant again. So this is very good. But we're getting some really good things. Chicken pate is here with cranberry, which is really good. Asparagus, that's an excellent thing. I've never had that either. I've had asparagus, but I've never had asparagus. Here we have chicken in scraps. They're fighting with each other, actually on the plate. They're scrapping. Here we've got feta cheese. I've never even had 1 cheese, let alone in the plural. And this is the crowning achievement, Bochnia salad with germs and olives. They sneeze in it specially just to provide the germs for you. Well, what else have we got? Traditional Polish soru soup. Sounds more Japanese than Polish, but never mind. And, well, plenty of other interesting things on the menu here, as you can see. Sauce appears again here, and it's a fantastic original spelling. Original as in never found anywhere else, rather than the original spelling in Old English or something. Anyway, there we have it. Pretty much done the whole thing. There's English with a small e, that's always nice and flattering. Not an awful lot of vegetarian stuff, you're right. Yes, Wiener with a V rather than a W. That's a kind of fusion method between English and German to talk about Viennese. Yeah, very good. Anyway, not an awful lot of vegetarian stuff, unfortunately, but there is the vegetarian Rogal Bocheński, which is just... You liked it?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I'm probably going to have that, and maybe there'll be something else as well. I think that the salad with not Germans, sorry if you're German and watching this film, I didn't mean Germans. Salad with germs and olives there, no offence to anybody, especially not Mrs. Merkel, because she might come and sort of like devalue my currency or something, or make the ratings agencies get rid of my AAA rating. So certainly no offence to Germans there. Yes. Everything else, well, most of the other things, that seems to be good. This macaroni penne puttanesca, which sounds a little bit rude there in Italian, but never mind. It seems to be also a bit vegetarian, so I don't think I'll go hungry, which is important because I can't sleep if I don't eat. At least I keep worrying about not having enough food at night, and that keeps me awake. Even if I go to sleep, I wake up again if I don't have any food in the fridge. So this is good. This one's I missed the first time. Chess cake with whipped cream. It's actually made as a checkerboard, so you've got black and white parts of it, and little figures made out of sugar, yes, out of icing sugar. Little like the king and the queen and the pawns and everything. They're all there on the cake as well. So it's a chess cake with whipped cream. The winner of the chess game, you have a little chess game with the pieces, and then the winner gets to whip the loser with cream and put the cream all over the cake as well. It's a very nice tradition. Okay, that's it basically. Thanks very much for listening. Well, which salad is this? This is the Bochnia. This is the one with the germs on top, by which I expect they mean cress. Didn't know that cress was germs, but there we are. We live and learn. And that big bready smile there with a like a kind of blip on the lips.
You are getting it.
I'm getting the same, yes. Well, maybe I should go ahead. Don't let it get cold. There's a nice bread basket with at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slices of bread in it. It's about 1.5 each. And there's my tea. And there's another one. That's interesting. That's got a little knob in it as well, hasn't it? It's like a nose. Thank you very much. Dziękuję bardzo. This is like a nose. If I can see, it looks like a smile with a nose. See, there's the nose, and there's the smile going around. There's no eyes though. Maybe the tomato is like an eye. It's got germs as well. Look, just down there. That's very good. So basically, what this knob is here for is that you actually lift this bread thing off, and inside are all the baked vegetables in a creamy sauce, sitting there in the bread. You can eat as much of the bread as you like. I expect you probably have to leave some of it, although I hate wastage. But there's plenty. If you ate it all, that would be a lot. But there we are. That's a Bochnia bagel. There you go. So just to round off my Millennium Hotel Bochnia, because it was cold hotel if you remember last year. The cold hotel wasn't too cold. The Millennium Hotel is a little bit colder than that, but it's not that cold here either. It's got a small radiator under there. It's got this strange thing in the wall here, which I can't quite work out what that is, whether it's like a safe or something with a kind of key in it, which if I use my nail to unlock it, what will I find inside? Ooh, what's that thing? Rozdzielnica niskiego napięcia. Well, I better leave that be, that's for sure. Don't want to go undoing that. Right. Looking out there, you can see the Tesco's in the distance over there, if you see it like that. If you can make out the Tesco sign, they get everywhere, even here in Bochnia. Overlooking the station, that's the station down there. Well, I think there's even a train, you can see a train waiting at the station right as we speak. And there's lights on inside there, you can just see. So, there you are, got the scenic view. Nice golden curtains. For the inventor of the gold list, that's nice to honour it in that way. And there we are. Now there's a nice pumping. Good job there's no smell on the film. There's a castle with all the lights on inside. Actually the lights, just a reflection of the lights up there, but it looks quite effective now on the picture there. And everything would be fine if it wasn't fair. It's all got crinkled in the middle. It would look a bit more like an original painting if that hadn't happened. So, the inevitable telly, because this is a low class hotel, only 3 stars, the telly isn't switched itself on, which is great, I love that. More interesting paintings. There's me. There's 2 bottles of water, one sparkly and one non-sparkly. Something showing Millennium with only one N. There's First Reflexes telephone, Alcatel. Various things hanging around. You've got Proszę posprzątać pokój, which means please make up room, or bitte Zimmer aufräumen. There's these hooks for coats that look a little bit like elephant's tusks with no trunk to go with them, in a strange world where the actual trunk is worth more than the ivory, so it gets cut off before the tusks do. Laundry bag. Whew. Yeah, done all of that. There's a ventilation shaft, don't know if that's interesting to anybody. There's another full-length mirror, which probably certainly isn't. And there's a big bath, that's quite good, I might get in there in a second. Made from Suzanne, but with the logo upside down so we can't see it properly. They could have thought about that at the factory, couldn't they? So, what's here? Another big mirror. It's a good hotel for people that like clip themselves. So as you can see, I've got my thingy on. And today, I only got to do 3.5 kilometres instead of the 5, which is the target. Another ventilation shaft. Some toiletries, some towels, and here telling you about the tons of towels which are unnecessarily washed each day. It's actually European law to have that in a hotel, so if you go to a hotel which doesn't have that notice about the tons of towels that get washed every day, you can take them to court and sue them. Okay, that was it.